Hey guys, it's June the 6th, 2011, and I have read chapters 8 to 11, so we'll get right to it. So, chapter 8 was called, let me find it. Chapter 8 is called Focusing on the Outcome. Basically, this what it is writing down, like, in the present of the outcome you want, but in this way you want to be describing something that will happen, but like in the present tense. So in actuality it's like writing in reality. So once you do that, you gotta dig deeper to what you want, but you also want to know why you want it. So you're gonna write all that down, and I can see myself doing that. It's just like another chapter I talked about, where it's like you just write down wherever you wish and wherever you want to manifest, I guess. So okay, moving on to chapter 9 is called Changing Your Environment, Getting Your Water to Write. And for me, water, I'm not really near water. Well, actually I am near water. I'm actually like maybe 20 minutes from the beach, because I live in South Alabama. But yeah, it's kind of far away from here. Well, not that far, but you know, it's not my thing to go to the beach. So but the only other place that I would know would probably be taking a shower. And I have seen people have inspirations while taking a shower, like Jack Canfield. He was in The Secret, he was trying to figure out how to get $100,000, and it popped up in his head while I was taking a shower. So like water, it's like what she said, it was the negative ions, and like that promotes creativity or something like that. And then we got moving on to that, the shower thing is probably the only thing really. So chapter 10 is describing your daily life. I mean, descripting your daily life. And it talks about this guy named Ron, and he's really good with multitasking, and like he'll write down affirmations every single day, and he wants to get everything right. And for him, he gave an example of like Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee did a lot of multitasking. You'll be like thinking different things at different times. The thing I got out of this was that like he lived in the present tense. Like he lives in the now. He doesn't think about the future or anything, or the past. Definitely in the past. He doesn't really think of the past. He just remains in the current reality, and he doesn't have guilt. That's the thing that surprised me. It was because like since he lives in the present, all he does, his list of intentions were monitor my thoughts, and the second, be in the here and now, and guilt is in the past. So guilt is in the past, and really you could change that in the now. So that's what I got out of that. So yeah, that was a routine for him, like brushing your teeth and all that other stuff. And that's what I got out of that. And finally, chapter 11, Becoming Committed. I do not really remember this one. So let's see, what can I get out of it? Oh, it was about the reunion. This guy, he lived in California, right? But his wife, they were financially in a crunch, so to speak, and he figured he really wanted to go to this class reunion of his, this college one, but he financially didn't have the means for it. But he just wrote it down, and he kept having dreams. This is what really fueled it, because he wrote down stuff. He's not really a writer. He writes. He wrote in his journal, and he didn't. He doesn't write a lot. He writes about. He said he writes about 6 or 7 once in 6 or 7 years. So yeah, he's not a writer, but he had these dreams of like meeting his former classmates and stuff, and these dreams really propelled him forward, because all of a sudden, like, friends just popped up and were mailing, like, calling him up and giving him money, and his brother would call him and say, I just bought a car and you could use my truck to drive upstate. And like another one of his buddies were like, you could stay with me in my hotel. And all this popped up because of his dreaming. And that's it for now. So it's getting kind of good. So see y'all there.